Good evening and welcome to this round 20 fixture of the NPL Victoria. We have Hume City playing at home at ABD Stadium to Port Melbourne Sharks in what will be a quite close matchup here tonight. Don't let the table fool you. We have 4th versus 10, but going by recent form, this one will be very close. Port Melbourne getting a possible 7 out of 9 points. Coming into this fixture, we're unlucky not to get all the points against Green Gully a few weeks back. And Hume City coming off a couple of losses over the last couple of weeks, not being able to score a goal in those two matches. So they'll be looking to fire up here at home at ABD Stadium in what is a beautiful and still night here. And I'll just take you through the lineups for the home side. We have in goals the number 1, Michael Weir. Number 5, Daniel Dixon. Number 4, Paul Wilson. Number 15, Hayden Tennant. Number 12, Mark Ochieng. Number 18, Ben Bowler. Number 6, the captain, Harry Monahan. Number 13, Matt Lazaridis. Number 10, Stephen Hewitt. Number 16, Tom Harris. And number 9, George Howard. And for the visitors, number 51 in goals, Majak Mawith. Number 3, Chris Cusis. Number 4, Michael Eagar. Number 11, Chow Degodoy. Number 2, Amadou Karoma. Number 18, Finn Beekhurst. Number 10, Daniel Clark. Number 6, the captain, Alan Mulcahy. Number 22, Utah Kernagoya. Number 14, Kamal Ibrahim. And number 19, Sam Ford. As we are underway here at ABD Stadium. Hume in possession of the ball in the red strip. And Port Melbourne Sharks in the white away strip. As we're over to this broadcast side here. This is the number 18. Finn Beekhurst in possession. Switches possession here to Hume City. Got a ball out here on the left-hand side. This is Harris. Trips over, unfortunately. Manages to get back up. Still in possession of the ball here. This is Dixon. Hewitt looks long. Is he offside? He has strayed. Early offside call here. I'll take you through the substitutions for the home team. Hume City. We have number 20, James Kaparanovsky. Number 8, James Brown. Number 19, Marko Delic. Number 29, Bidhan Elibol. Number 11, Theo Markellis. And for the away side, number 20, Nicholas Edis. Number 21, Karen Ferns. Number 8, Maker. Number 25, Giordano Matafiotti. And number 7, Brody Taylor. This is with Monahan. Plays it back to his keeper. There's not much moving up here from Hume at the moment. Monahan just able to keep possession. Gets it back to Wilson. Over to the far side of the wing. Looking for Ochieng. First time touch. This is now with Ibrahim. Just forced to go in the middle. Looking for a foul here, and Port get the call as they look to settle here away from home. This is Beekhurst. That's well in there, I think, by the captain Monahan. No, he's on the ball now. Lose possession, but does get the call. Hume going down 1-0 last week against Dandenong City, who are in a rare vein of form. As I said, looking to bounce back here at home. Just looking to stay in touch of Heidelberg. We've got a game in hand, but they're 5 points clear of them at the moment. Hume City just getting a feel for it at the moment. Gone long to the big number 9, George Howard. Just goes over the back here for Port Melbourne. This is Mar with. Nice and calmly in the back here. He's going to wave play on here, the referee. No, he's going to call it back. No advantage there. This is Karoma. Nicely interplay here from Port. Shot on goal. Blocked by the defence. Back in, and we have a throw in for Port Melbourne. Just building something nicely here on this right flank. Karoma just manages to keep it in all the way back to Michael Eager. This is Degodoy. Looking for an option, Eager. Cubs over to Karoma. Wayward ball, and Hume should be able to clean this one up. Forced to clear his lines, and Port Melbourne back in possession here. This is Degodoy. Looks long for Clark. Referee waves play on here. This is Howard, and I think he might have strayed. No call from the referee here. It's a throw in. This is Lazaridis. Looks on his left. There's a player streaming on the left-hand side here, Dixon, but well intercepted here from Port. Looking for a counter-attack here. Needs a runner. This is Beakhurst. That's well in there by Dixon. And they've won the throw-in here, Hume City. This is Hewitt. All the way over to Ochieng. Hewitt just trying to find all the way across goal here. This is Dixon. He's got 2 against him here. Plays it back to Harris. Intercepted here from Port Melbourne. As I look to counter on this left-hand side. This is Ibrahim. He's looking to run. Shapes up. All ball, says the referee. Port's still in position. Here we go. This is Beakhurst. Shapes up. And well in from the defence there as Port Melbourne earn themselves a throw in. Getting some nice interplay here. But in their front third here is Port Melbourne. This is Karoma with the throw in. Plays it back to Karoma. This is Eager. As they look to send this in. In-swinger. That's a defensive header and goes out for a corner. So first real look at a set piece here, Port Melbourne. as they look to test the goals of Michael Weir. And on this far side, it's going to be Kamal Ibrahim to take the in-swinger. Who's going to get up for this for Port Melbourne? Sends it in. Bit of a scramble in the box. The referee's called a handball here. Bit of a let off here for Hume City. Taking a while to restart here. It's early ball here to Dixon. And Dixon's asking for it back. Sends it long. Defensive header there from Kamora. Lovely composure there by Mulcahy. Sends it over to that left side. Looking for Daniel Clark, but the ball was hit. Had a bit too much pepper on it. As Ochin gets it back underway. And Degadoy with the header. And Hume City have a throw in on this far side. This is Kamora. Kamora gets it back. He's looking for a run in. On the inside is Ibrahim. Was it Sam Ford? Now this is Clark. Skips around. Looks to send it in. Low ball. That's a clearance from Hume. As they played all the way back to Mawith. This might come back to Eager. In control possession at the moment. Other Sharks. This might come back out to... This is Clark. Just patient on the ball at the moment, Port Melbourne, just trying to build. Coming off a 2-1 win last week against Melbourne Knights. This is Konagaya. Might have come off him last, and it has. This is Hume's ball. Lovely evening here at ABD Stadium. Just to go through an early result from today. Green Gully, a 0-0 draw at home to South Melbourne. And just repeating last night, a 2-0 win for Melbourne Knights over Avondale. And the Oakley Cannons coming home with a 3-0 win against Bentley Greens. Some good mixed results here for NPL Victoria. This is Kamora. Inerrant pass, but he still manages to get it back. Players slipping a bit here in this contest. Might be a bit dewy out there. Not able to keep their feet. This is Clark. Looks for the run at Ibrahim. And that's long. Bit of pressure from forward here. All the way back to Weir. It's Clark. This is Konagaya. Good challenge. This is Harris, yeah. Switches it over to the left wing. This is Dixon. Plays in the box. Skips around on his left. Great cross in. Flashes across. Across the 6-yard box. There's a couple of guys in there looking to get on the end of it. Howard. A great ball by Dixon. Whipped it around on his left foot and just needed someone to hit that 6-yard box. It's a good early chance for the home side. This is Ford. Let's look for Ibrahim. He's switched wings. He's looking for an early cross. Shapes up. Skips around, but loses possession. This is Harris. Wins out. Play continues. This is Howard. Looking for an early ball here for Lazaridis, I think. This is back with Port. They've lost possession here in a dangerous area. This is Howard. Shapes up on his right, goes on his left. This is Lazaridis. Early cross and wins himself a corner. Starting to build a bit of pressure here, Hume City. On this left-hand side. Port Melbourne just losing possession here. This is Lazaridis shaping up here. Dixon calling for it, but finds the feet. Clearance from Port Melbourne. With Dixon on this left wing. Errant pass. This is Mulcahy. This is Eager. This is Degadoy. Over to Custis. It's Clark's deep in his own half. Eager's just looking for an option. Ibrahim just manages to keep it in. Looks for an early cross. Nice shape on that ball. Sam Ford just couldn't quite get there. As we go over to the far wing, this is Ochieng. This is Dixon on the ball. Oh, with a bit of a high boot there from the Port Melbourne player there. I think Custis gives away the free kick. And they've played it early here. So all the way over to Dixon. He's fanned a bit of the ball here on this left-hand side. Manages to win a throw-in. Port Melbourne defence just looks to set up and defend their goal here. This is out back to Dixon. This is Hewitt. Whips it in. Comes back to Hewitt again. Over to Dixon. Nice little back heel there. Hewitt shapes up. Nice ball. And it's well defended by Eager. As Kunagaya just sends it long. Doesn't reach far. This is Dixon again. It's all the way back to Wilson. And just keep it in to Dixon. But Kunagai wins out. Plays an early ball here to Clark. Couldn't get much on that pass. But he might. He does get it back here. This left-hand side looks for the run. This is Beakhurst. It's a great touch by the number 9 there. This is Hewitt. Looks for Lazaridis. What can he do here? Turns back on his left. Nice cutting ball here. Oh, it's well defended by Egars. Hewitt put a nice little ball in, and they've won themselves another corner on this far side, and it's a lovely little interplay on that right wing by Lazaridis. But Port Melbourne's held firm here so far in this game. Just whipped it in. Good shape on that, but Kunagai gets the header. This comes back out to Lazaridis. Oching sends it in long. Some offside cries. And the offside is awarded. This is Mukai, the away side. To the feeder forward. Finds Clark here. Strummel's on in. Forward shapes up, shoots. That one just rising over the crossbar. Wasn't closed down there by the Hume defence. You don't want to let that man, the number 16, Sam Ford, have a shot on goal. This is Monaghan. Wilson just looking for an option. This is Monaghan. Well in control position. There's Harris. I think he'll win the free kick here. And he does. Looking to play it early. This is Ochieng. Couldn't find the feet of Lazaridis. Still maintain position of the ball. This is Lazaridis. Finds Bowler. Outside of the foot. Finds Dixon. Along the byline here. This is Harris. Sends it in. Goes deep. Oching on this far side. Looking for an option. Plays a nice little 1-2 here. Just couldn't find that last ball into the 6-yard box there. Just looking for that killer ball. Hume City. Starting to get in behind these defenders. This is Bowler. Able just to wander on the ball. Sends one in. That's too strong. This is Ma with easy claim. This is Ibrahim. Looking to drive this one in. Looked like a handball there. Not called by the referee. Benefit out going to the home side. This is Hewitt. Swings it over to Ochieng. Looks long for Lazaridis, who's onside. Still in possession of the ball. Bit of a fight on this far side. And it's Kustis that wins out. This is Clark. Turn ball back to Kustis. He's still going. And he's going to get the call. The referee's just talking to Ochieng here and just giving him a bit of a warning. As the City fans pipe up on the far side here in the stands. Nice little contingent for the home side. There's a lovely turn here from Ford. Looks for the inside border kind of guy, and Ibrahim was calling for it out wide. Looking to fire up this home side. This is Harris. There's a couple of boys out here. This is over to Ochieng. This is Monahan. Bowler shapes up. That's too easy for Marwith. Ford loses possession of the ball here. It's well in from Tennant. As they get this under control again. This is Monahan. Looking for an option here. There's a few runs in. Lazaridis, he's onside. And he looks for the shot. I think he was surprised himself that he was onside. He's caught in two minds whether to shoot or put it back in, and it's gone over the crossbar. There's the ball found in there. A rare opportunity. This is Egar. Finds a feeder for lovely little border. Kunagaya looking for options. Clark swings it all the way to Ibrahim. Nice first touch. Straight on his right foot. Oh, just misses the head of the number 18 there, Beakhurst. Lovely shape on that ball from Kamal Ibrahim on this right side for Port Melbourne. As it starts to get a bit chillier here in ABD Stadium. Scoreline locked here at 0-0. Gets a shout from his keeper, and Wilson heads it back. Looks for an early ball here. This is Monahan. Finds Ochieng on this far side. He's allowed to run. Puts an early ball in. This is Harris. This is Bowler. Finds it to Ochieng. He's in acres of space here. Flashes it across. Not a bad little ball. This is Dixon. Hot pursuit. He's giving away the foul there. It's going to go. Now they're going to shape up for this one. Are they going to go early here, Hume City, or look for a long ball? As the centre backs being pushed forward here. Harris looking to float this one in. Plays it short. And he's still in the box here. And I think he's called out of play there on this far side. I think he has a sideline referee. Nice little variation on that set piece from Hume City. It's nearly catching out the defenders there of Port Melbourne. Port Melbourne just struggling to keep possession of the ball at the moment. This is Ochieng. It's being guarded here by Beakhurst. Forces him back. This is Wilson. This is with Harris. This is Bowler on this left-hand side. Looks long. Looking for Howard. Gets a foot to it, but he's the outstretched right foot. And nice little ball by Ben Bowler. Looking for the big number 9. Starting to build up the chances here. Nick Hegarty's men. As they're being squeezed in their back half here at Port Melbourne. This is Milworth. And forcing it out of play here. It's a good forwards pressure here from the home side. Nice touch by Harris. It's a good little interplay here from the Hume boys. This is Hewitt. All the way across to Ochieng. Skips inside. Intercept here for Port Melbourne as they look to break. This is Custis. Looking for an option, but there's nothing up forward. As they're being forced back here again. This is Clark. Looks for a long ball for forward. Does get a head on it. It's all the way to the keeper. It's Michael Weir. There's a run here from this left-hand side by Dixon. Wasn't seen by Monahan. As Kamal Ibrahim tracks back with him. This is Harris. Long ball over to Ochieng. Just manages to keep this in. Looks for a ball down the line. Goes all the way through for a goal kick. So Port Melbourne currently in 10th position on the NPL Victoria ladder. Trying to stay in touch with that middle pack as it's so close, this competition. Wilson. As the game goes into a bit of a lull. Is there going to be a breakthrough here for one of these sides? This is Monahan. As both referee and Mulcahy lose their footing here in the middle of the park. Nice little flick on from Howard. Couldn't quite find Harris. He lurked into a dangerous position there. Is a bit slippery out here tonight. It's early ball here. It's Clark. Turns into trouble. Loses out there. Ball here looks for Dixon, but as Bowler wins a header. Skamora. Nice little flick there, but to no one there was George Howard. It's over to Kousas. Can they build something on this left-hand side? He's up against it now, and he does lose out there to Ochieng. I'm not sure what the Hume boys are calling there. There's an early ball in here. It comes all the way to Harris. Bit of back chat to the referee about some calls. As the play continues, this is Harris. Looks for an angled ball. Hewitt does get ahead on it, but falls to Eager. This is Clark. Nice little dinky ball into Mulcahy, but loses his footing here. This is Hewitt. Can they make them pay? Yeah, that looks like a foul there by Ibrahim. Professional foul there by Kamal Ibrahim. Is Hewitt going to shape up for this one again? As we've ticked over the 35-minute mark here. Bit of a stutter. Sends it in far post. Gets a head on it and it's scored! It's put in the back of the net. And it's a centre-back, Paul Wilson, on this far post from the set piece. And the 37-minute mark here. Hume City has gone ahead in this game. 1-0. As the Hume City contingent celebrates that goal, and nice shape on that set piece by Hewitt, and finds the head of Wilson for the opener here. This play is back underway here. This is Konagaya. This is Beakhurst. Looking to get one back here. This is Clark. As Ibrahim finds himself alone here on this side, on this far side. Shapes up on goal. It's a good save there. As there's penalty claim shouts for Port Melbourne. To no avail. Hume City's got to wake up here. This is Beakhurst. Finds Ibrahim. And that's a great block there. There's the block on goal there by Hayden Tennant. Timely challenge as Ibrahim found himself all by himself. This is Karoma. Loses out here. This is Hewitt. He's looking for a run. Ben Bowler picks this one up. Skips through. He's still got possession of the ball. He is streaking into the 18-yard box. Lazaridis with the shot. Still in possession here. Hume City. This is Harris. as this game has really picked up in the last couple of minutes after that goal. This is Dixon. It's Monahan to reset. Looks for Chiang. There's a fight here on this far side. It's Degadoy and Howard. And Degadoy wins the throw-in. That's all it took to get this game up and about, was that goal there from Paul Wilson. Kousis sends this one into the stands. It's Clark on the ball. Finds Ibrahim. Switches it over. It's Kunagaya. All the way over to Koroma. It's Eager. Can't find the feet of Kunagaya. This is Bowler. He's going for a stroll on this left-hand side. As well in there by Eager. As Eager's pushed all the way up here to... He's pushed all the way up here. He's found himself in unfamiliar territory. And the pressure is forced to turn over here as Eager finds himself in an offside position. Not familiar, too familiar with his lines. Found himself up forward there. As I said, this game has opened up here at ABD Stadium. It's a defender finding himself on the score sheet here for Hume City as they break their goal drought in the last couple of games. This is Degadoy. Ibrahim's asking for it in the midfield there. Kousis looks for the flick on. Weir goes long. Puts a bit of a curve on that. Dixon unable to keep it in. Can they produce something here late in this half? Poor Melbourne. This is Konagaya. Finds a feeder forward. All the way across to Ibrahim. Looks to shape up on this right-hand side. Still in the box here. This is Konagaya. Finds Kamona. Ball in. As Ford had a touch there. This is Harris for Hume City. This is Dixon with the run. Looking for an option. Nice little ball in, but intercepted there by Ibrahim. Got the players here in the midfield here. It's a good break from Breakhurst. Inside and out. Puts the ball in. It's well defended there, but Ibrahim wins it back for Port Melbourne. Just keeps ahead and he might win that. No, he doesn't win the free kick there. Referee calls play on. Ibrahim obviously upset, but they get the ball back here in the midfield. This is Malkahi. Advances it. Errant pass there by Malkahi. Couldn't find the feet of Sam Ford. Bit of frustration for the away side. That's a free kick there for Hume City. As we approach half-time here. Can they hit the score sheet again, Hume City? Nice little ball over to Ochieng. Faces up to Kousas, but Kousas wins out. But Lazaridis wins it back for the home side. Both teams trading possession here in this far corner. And Degador is going to clear his lines. As Clark uses his body as well. Beakhurst looking for it on this far post. As Ford skips ahead. Shapes up. Timely challenge there by the Hume defender. As they don't want to fall asleep here. They want to keep that goal advantage going into the half. This is Eager. Doesn't look to send it long. Plays it over to Tegadoy. As Ibrahim wins his free kick for Port Melbourne. Much to his frustration. Thought he should have had a call here on this broadcast side moments ago. Can Adam Piddick's men get a late one here, leading into half-time? Swing the momentum back in this game. Might be the right foot of Ibrahim swinging this one in. Nice shove on that. The header on target from Clark, but it goes just over the crossbar. And here we have it at half-time. Hume City going into the locker rooms, leading 1-0, courtesy of Paul Wilson. A header from a set piece. As we gear up for a big second half here. Hume City 1, Port Melbourne 0. as the play gets back underway here at ABD Stadium. The difference in this game is a header coming from the centre back, Paul Wilson. About the 37th minute mark from a set piece. As Hume looks to continue going forward. As they win the ball back here, this is Lazaridis. Plays back to Hewitt. Shapes up. The controlled strike on goal. It's not enough to worry the goalkeeper there. Muath. This is Beakhurst. And wins a corner here for the away side. As they look to strike early in the second half and get that cut the advantage for Hume City. In swinging coming in here for Port Melbourne. This goes to near post. I think you're going to get another corner here. It's heading on goal, and the goalkeeper just tips it over there. I think it might have been Eager with the head on goal. Michael Weir with the timely touch over the bar. As Port Melbourne are putting on the pressure here. This is their third corner here in a row. They'd want to clear this, Hume City. Another header on goal by Degadoy. And some worrying times here for Hume City as they look to defend their goal. Giving up a couple of chances here to Port Melbourne. Just not managing to put that home. Coming off good goal scoring form, Port Melbourne. They've put away nine goals in the last 3 games. As they look to even the contest here. Playing out of the back here. But good pressure here. But Clark's offside. Found himself in offside position. They are mounting the pressure here. Are the away side. As we go around the grounds. It's still locked in at 0-0 at Altona Magic at home to Heidelberg. Just to reiterate from before, Green Gully being held out by South Melbourne earlier this evening, or this afternoon. And they played out a 0-0 draw. As Hume City look to just keep this under control here. It's a good header by Degadoy. This is Bowler. Time on the ball. It's Ochieng. Good challenge by Koussis. He's put his hand up here. Looked like a good challenge on Hewitt, but it was a heavy collision. And the defender just looking out for the player welfare there of Hewitt. I think this will go back to Port Melbourne as Hewitt does the right thing there. This is Eager, this far side. It's Ibrahim calling for it. Aaron touch. It's Ibrahim back on the ball. Skips past the queue. Finds the feet of Beakhurst. That's well in there by Ochieng. And he wins it again. He goes for a skip. He's on here. Finds Howard, but Degadoy with the timely sliding challenge. And looks early. And Ford did find himself onside there. It's a nice early ball by Degadoy. As the intensity has gone up in this game, as we've a few minutes into the second half. This is Dixon as he tries to clear his lines. Hits his own teammate there. As Karama wins a throw in. It goes back the other way. As Hume City look to get back on the winners list here in the NPL Victoria. Coming off a couple of consecutive losses. This is Degadoy. All the way across to Ibrahim. He's looking for a teammate. Still on the ball. It's Degadoy. But he loses out here to Hewitt. But wins it back. Hewitt looks to put him under pressure here in the press. It's Egar. Finds Ford. Looks for an early ball to Beakhurst. Unable to get that under control. This is Dixon. Ball finds its way to Ochieng on this broadcast side. As Kousas intercepts the ball. It's advancing Kimura. And Ibrahim's all by himself in the box here. Gets a touch. It's a shot on goal. And it's come off the head of the defender, Ochieng. Out for a corner. Ibrahim managed to find himself alone in the box there. Plays it early, Ibrahim. This is Kousas on his left. Swings it in. But Beakhurst on the edge of the box here. Does he shape up to shoot? He does. But it goes up high and wide. And the shot coming there from Finn Beakhurst. Did score last week against Melbourne Knights. Looking to get on the score sheet again. In that 2-1 victory last week. It's Monaghan. As Dixon sends it along. Looks for Howard. And Lazaridis has found himself on the end of this. He's on his left-hand side. Shoots on. Flashes past the far post. It was a great opportunity for Hume City. It was a good hard shot across the line of the goalkeeper. Couldn't quite find the back of the net. Good chance there for Hume City. As Koroma skips past. And he advances forward. He's got a few options here. This is Beakhurst. Sends it in. This is Ibrahim. He's got his back to goal. This is Kousas. This is Clark here. Puts it in the box. And Ocheng is just forced to header that out. Both teams looking likely here when they're going forward. I don't think we'll see the 1-0 scoreline at the end of this game. So Ibrahim puts it in. Too close to the goalkeeper there, and he gets 2 fists to it. So Ibrahim doesn't get the call, and he does get the call. The referee thought about it. Didn't initially give the foul, but Ibrahim was checked. And he gets the benefit of the call. In a decent position here for Port Melbourne. As the goalkeeper, Michael Weir, just barks instructions to the Hume men just to get their shape in the wall. Might see a shot on goal here in this position. Kamal Ibrahim sends it in. Can't find a connection there in the 6-yard box. Header wins a header. Looks for option over the top. The goalkeeper, Mwath, was well out. Controlled. This is Kousas on the far post. He's onside here. Is Beakhurst. He's looking for an option. Comes all the way across to the middle here. The defenders got their shape now. And Koroma loses out. Can't get possession of that ball. We've got a substitution here for the home side. It'll be the number 11, Mark Ellis. Coming on for Ben Bowler. Number 18. And the first of their substitutions here tonight. Looks like a like-for-like substitution in the middle of the park there for Hume City as he gets an early touch. Does Theo Markellis. But Dixon loses possession there. Handball there. Looking to play it early. This is Kousas. He's had a bit of time on the ball here. Looks for the feeder forward. Tennant just forced to put that one out. This is Kousas. Well, intercepted there. This is Dixon. And they've got a 5-on-3 here. Does Hume City? Plays in. Howard looks for the early ball. Couldn't find Lazaridis there. As Degadoy skips past. And this game looks to have opened up a bit. This is Karoma. Can't find his teammate there in Konagaya. Lazaridis looking for another run in behind. He's gotten goal side here. Holds up the play. He's looking for someone to run by. A ball into the box. Howard was looking for a foul there, but no real foul play there by the Port Melbourne defenders. This is Ibrahim, deep in his half. To Sam Ford. Finds Bekos on this far side. He's streaming forward here. Plays in the box. And the ball's overhit there. Did have 2 or 3 options in that box. As the halftime scoreline still remains here at ABD Stadium. 1-0. This is Kiusis. All the way over to Koroma. This is Ibrahim on the ball. Goes for a run. He's pulled back there. Referee's allowed to play on. This is Ford. Gets it all the way back to Ibrahim. Shoots on goal and finds a side netting. Referee allowed the play to continue there for Port Melbourne. As he played a nice little 1-2 there with Sam Ford. Couldn't force the goalkeeper into a save there and finds a netting. As we might have a substitution coming here for the away side. Coming on for the Sharks, it looks like it's going to be the striker, number 7. It's Brodie Taylor. He's warming up here on the sideline on this broadcast side. They might look to take a defender off here. Port Melbourne just settling on the ball here. This is Mulcahy. This is Clark. Continues his run. This is Ibrahim. Gets taken down there. Says he gets the ball. As Monahan puts in Harris. Can't get on the end of it. This is Milwath. Plays an errant ball. Goes down. Harris goes down. And the home fans very upset as they don't get the call here. As Degadoy's well in here for Port Melbourne. Ball comes back. This is Ford. Plays an early ball into Ibrahim. That's well defended there by Tennant. Getting goal side there of Kamal Ibrahim. He's playing an advanced role here at the moment for Port Melbourne. And coming off here is the left back, Chris Kiosis. And mentioning before, Brody Taylor coming on, striker up front. So look for a formation of a 3-4-3. Ching's well in here. Monahan to get this one restarted. It's Hayden Tennant. Goes long. Tegaroy just puts a volley in there. Taylor with the hands in the back. Gives away the free kick. Looking to get on the score sheet here today. He's had 2 for the season. Lazaridis finds the feet of Harris. Switches on his left-hand side. That's well in there by Kodama. As he plays it into Beakhurst. Gets the ball under control. Looks on this far side here. Was looking for Kunagai, but he might end up with it actually on this left-hand side. And he does. Looks to shape up on his left. That's easily into the hands of Weir as he gets undercut here by Sam Ford. He's actually hurt himself here, Sam Ford, as he gets back to his feet. Bit of a tussle here at the moment at ABD Stadium. Hume still holding the advantage after that first half header on goal by Paul Wilson. Take it away, wins the header there. Paul Bellman win this ball back here. Take it away with the throw in. Ochieng. Abates a slide here. Howard loses possession here. This is Taylor. And he's into the back of his legs here. As referee gives a final warning here to George Howard. I think there was a warning for the Hume City entirety. Challenge in the back of his legs there. I think it was Brody Taylor. This is Beakhurst. It's far side. Inherent pass, and this is Hewitt advancing for Hume City. He's gone his own here on this left-hand side. Still has possession of the ball. Finds Harris. Plays it back to him. Puts a ball in. Just misses the header of Howard there. As Port Melbourne need to push this here. And Tennant wins that ball there. Gets the better of Brody Taylor. It's Kunagaya in the last line of defence here for Port Melbourne. Ball finds its way back to him. Adam Piddick's message to the players just to looking to play quick. try and throw this Hume City defence out. Look solid all game. It's Kunagata finding with Ocheng, and he wins the foul. As Clark looks to play this early. This is Ibrahim. He's looking to advance early. Finds the ball in behind. It's Kunagaya. A couple plays in the box there. Sam Ford is free. This is Clark again. Puts the ball in. Defense holds up here for Hume City. This is Lazaridis. Plays it long. Gives the goal back to Port Melbourne here. This is Komodo with the advancing run. This is Taylor on this far side. It's Beakhurst. But he loses the ball here. Mark Ellis gets a touch on this. They lose possession again. This is Clark. Just playing with his centre back here. This is Degadoy. Errant flick here and chance here. I think the referee looked to play advantage here for Hume City, but ball will come back. Monahan to get this underway again. Another substitution coming here for the away side. Number 25, Giordano Marafiotti's looking ready to come on. The referee doesn't call for substitution yet. It's Howard with the header. This is Koroma. Looks for Beakhurst. As Lazaridis has dropped back for a bit of cover. Mulcahy sends the ball in. This is Clark. Koroma with the ball in. Degadoy with the header. And Michael Weird easily classed that one. And bit of pushing and shoving here as Eager wins a header. Let's come out to ticked over to the 74th minute mark here. Just over 15 minutes left in this game of regular time. It's an errant touch by Lazaridis. I think we might see the substitution here for Port Melbourne. This is Ibrahim. Loses out. This is Mark Ellis. Goal scorer, Wilson. That's to Lazaridis. Looks to drop back in that left back position. And we'll finally see the substitution here for Port Melbourne. Giordano Manafiotti coming on for for the striker, Sam Ford. Looks to make an impact coming off the bench. Manafiotti. Look, might be playing last line here. And play is still slipping here in the second half in this contest. As Mark Ellis has found himself by himself. And challenge there in the back, but the referee calls play on as Taylor plays the ball in early. Goes all the way to Weir. And the referee's let a lot go in this game, including that challenge there on Mark Ellis. And we have another substitution here for Hume City. This is number 19, Marko Dalic, coming on for the striker, George Howard. So both teams using two of their substitutions so far in this game. Monahan and Ibrahim fight for the ball. George Howard to the rescue. Apologies, that was Steve Hewitt. This is Mowith. Can they get something going here, Port Melbourne? This is Clark. Skips inboard. Looks for Marifiotti. It's bundled off the ball here, legally. But Ochieng wins the throw-in, and they've played it early. This is Dalic. Still has the ball here. There's a run here on this far side. And they've just played it up the line here as Hume City just looking for the safe option. Might be a bit early to play safe option here. As the scoreline still reads precariously at 1-0. As Ibrahim keeps it. Oh, gets clipped late here by Harris. This is Karoma. Looking for an option. This is Mokai. Looks crossways. And Ochieng with the header. He's had a great game so far, Ochieng. He's been solid in that right back position. This is Degadoy. Puts a nice angle ball in. And Michael Wheel well out. And they've played it early. This is Lazaridis. Streaming here on this left-hand side. He hasn't got anyone in the box so far. Harris is in there. So it comes back to Steve Hewitt. Looking for a bit of tempo here. Just controlling this possession at the moment. Nice and easy on the ball here at Hume City. This is Dalic. It's Monahan. All the way over to Ochieng. As Dalic turns here. Advancing forward. But well in there by Degadoy. Put enough pressure on him there. This is Ibrahim for Port Melbourne. Looks for Clark here on this broadcast side. Plays the ball in. Manafort is after it. Bit too much pepper on that ball. by Daniel Clark. Clark wins the header. It's Ibrahim and Mark Ellis fighting for the ball. It's Ochieng. Challenge there by... Not too sure why the advantage wasn't played there. They did seem to have the ball there in possession, and the referee slowing this one down. It's Ochieng again. Looks for the feeder Harris. Degadoy wins out. Looks for the ball Taylor. He's by himself on this left-hand side. A couple of plays in the box. Looks for the par post for Beakhurst. Chests it down. Goes for the acrobatic. Finish there and... didn't trouble the goalkeeper in Michael Weir there. Hasn't had to make any crucial saves here in this game so far as we approach the 80th minute mark here. This is Beakhurst. Streaming forward. Finds Taylor. Couldn't get a touch on that ball. He was in on goal. Just doing enough to clear the line is Tennant. This is Clark. Skips around. But he's given a foul here as a referee. On Clark. It's a good chance here for Port Melbourne. Can they make the most of it? Haven't had too many set pieces in this second half. Their centre back here up forward. Michael Eager. Degoy's in. Degadoy's in there. Ibrahim sends it in. Finds head on goal. Couldn't find that secondary touch. Hume City just holding firm here late in this contest. This is Mawith. Finds Ibrahim early. Looking for an option here. This is Clark. Plays it back to Ibrahim. That's a tired touch. Looks like we're going to have our third and final substitution here for the away side, Port Melbourne. And it is number 21, Curran Ferns, coming on. I think they've got the numbers there mixed up for the player coming off, but I think it might have been... Might have been Mulcahy, I think, that came off just earlier before. They've got to throw caution to the wind here, does Port Melbourne. Not long left in this game. It's Ibrahim pinned in this left-hand side. Chances with Ochieng. Tries to switch. The ball's gone out here. We're going to see a third and final substitution here for Hume City as well. This is James Brown coming on. Just to repeat from the announcer, it'll be Tom Harris coming off. James Brown coming on. Ibrahim. Possession of the ball. Finds Ferns. All the way back here to the halfway line. This is Degadoy. Might look to swing this one in early. Finds the feet of Manafiotti. This is Ibrahim. Puts the ball in. Ferns puts it back in with a header. This is Koroma. Stegadoy. Plays the ball in. To no avail. Just can't seem to find that killer blow. There's Michael Weirs, skies this high. Degadoy with the header. Ibrahim. Can only find the defender in Tennant. This is Dalic for Hume City. Turns. Plays it across to Mark Ellis. He's got Dalic up ahead of him. He's looking for a run. It's Monaghan. All the way back to Wilson. So far, Wilson's header is the difference in this game. This is Hewitt. They're just chewing up the clock here at Hume City as they advance forward here. This is Steve Hewitt. This is Ochieng. This is James Brown here, puts a ball in. There's no one in the box there for Hume City. He was looking for, well, hoping to look for Marko Dalic, but Port Melbourne just stifled at the moment. They need something going here. Needs to attack this Hume City half. This is Beekhurst. Kodama. This is Clark. And that ball in from Konagaya. Can't find any of the forwards. It's another ball in by Clark. This is Curran Ferns. It's Ibrahim. Looks to skip forward. Loses his footing. Ultimately loses the ball here. Hume City. As Degadoy looks to impose himself here up forward. Gets the go-ahead from the head coach, Adam Piddick. As Ochieng looks for a ball in for Brown. And James Brown gives up on that ball, but he might have been in an offside position. This is the long ball here from Egar. Tries to find Gonagaya. The free kick will be awarded to Marko Dalic in Hume City. His frustrations are building here for Port Melbourne as they can't find an end product here tonight so far in this game. I think the board's going to go up here for 3 minutes of stoppage time in this game. Going to need to advance this Port Melbourne. Will we see late drama here at ABD Stadium? It's Guy with the run. Ibrahim might be able to get on the end of this, and he does. Looks for Clark. Finds Ferns. Karen Ferns might look to shape up here, as he does. But thought about it early, hesitated, then couldn't find his range. It's been a classic performance here so far for Hume City. They've got the goal they needed, and they've done everything they can to defend it. As we are deep into the end of the game here. Nudge underneath the ball there is James Brown. They've got to go here. This is Clark. Sends it long. This is Montefiore. No one in behind him to get that header. Bit of argy-bargy between the goalkeeper, Weir, and Montefiore. Ziga. Long ball here. And Degadoy. Finds Kamal Ibrahim. What can he do here in this position? Finds Clark here. This is Karen Ferns. Shapes up again to shoot. And again, goes out to that right-hand side. Desperate to get his side level at 1-1. And on both occasions, just flashing right. They've looked to have done enough in this game, has Hume City. Holding this 1-0 lead. As the home supporters looking for the final whistle here. This might be one last flurry here for the away side as the Sharks go forward. Got to get this forward. This is Beakhurst in the middle of the park. Goes for a run. This is Karen Ferns. This is Kamora. Trying to advance here. Ball in. And a good interception there from the goalkeeper, Michael Weir. That might be enough here for the home side. And it is. And they've got their 1-0 win. Hume City back on the winners list. And the fans will celebrate tonight as they've earned themselves a hard-fought 1-0 victory here at ABD Stadium. There was a goal coming in the first half from the centre-back, Paul Wilson. And that is the difference in this game. As they look to keep in touch with Heidelberg in that third position. They'll go to 34 points here in the NPL table. Final scoreline here reads Hume City 1, Port Melbourne Sharks 0.